You're listening to the Inner Goddess Rising podcast. My name is Ann Sison, and I'm here to help you kick your inner mean girl to the curb so you can attract the life you desire.
Hello, everyone. How was your Labor Day weekend? I hope it was wonderful for everyone. Today, I want to talk about overwhelm and how it can trigger the negative voices that start badgering you. I know that that's a big topic for a lot of people. I've been in a week-long mindset of overwhelm to the point that it stopped my creative flow. I figured that if I'm experiencing this, there must be other women who feel it too. So, have you ever felt so overwhelmed that you just don't even know what the next step should be? Here's my story. I'm doing this weekly podcast, right? Running a Facebook group. I have a group program currently running, and I do all the work by myself. All the marketing, all the creating, all the posting, plus I have a family. Now, my family is not a traditional family anymore. I'm not a full-time mama anymore. It doesn't stop the worry that I carry inside of me for my daughters, which can alone set me off into a negative mindset. Thoughts like, are they being safe? Are they eating right? Are they looking out for their surroundings? There was a story that came out on Facebook this week. In our area, there was a trafficking type of situation possibly happening where a woman and her child were being followed through a TJ Maxx store, and it was even caught on camera, and I think the guys were caught, maybe not, I'm not sure. Regardless, I had a situation like that once where I was followed through a store. It's terrifying, and it makes me worry about my daughters, my stepdaughter, everybody who's out there alone in the world. Like, watch your surroundings, people. Anyway, I'm also a stepmom and a dog mom. And let me tell you, trying to work with the fur babies around is challenging at times. Today, I swear I could hear their thoughts. Being dogs, it's crazy how they can communicate, isn't it? Thinking, she must have forgot our walk. Let's run, whine, play, fight, and be as annoying as possible, and maybe she'll remember and break down and take us. And it worked. I had to pause what I was doing, which was preparing for this podcast today, and I took them for a walk so that everyone in the house could get back to concentrating. They can sound like a stampede to my husband and my stepson, who are both downstairs trying to work and do school. So back to my challenges. Here's what happens in my brain. I get a bunch of ideas every week, so many ideas for programs and yoga, and I have an idea currently running in my brain for a membership site and a planner, like I want to make my own planner. My brain, though, gets stuck on the next new idea, and then suddenly the one I have going currently seems daunting. I get on the downward thought spiral of who's even listening to me anyway. I don't even see why anyone would want to hear my podcast and then be in my group too. I have nothing new to say. What if I run out of things to say? What if no one joins my challenge? I should be farther along in this business by now. And then it goes even a step further. I'm sitting so much during the day that I feel my muscles atrophying. And my, oh my gosh, I'm going to be a hunchback if I don't do something brain kicks in. And why am I so lazy? I have a yoga mat laid out waiting for me to get on it every day. How often do you think I do that? And as a yoga teacher, I should be on that mat every damn day. But do I get on it every damn day? No. Life takes over. And that's normal for a lot of people. I once listened to a morning show on my way to work, probably like 15 years ago already, but the title of it was A Minute Inside a Woman's Head. It was so relatable. And at the same time, it was sad. Like, we really can and do beat ourselves up, don't we? So, what do? This is what I did. This past week, I let myself have a few days off. Of course, after deep cleaning the house. And there was a reason behind that. Deep cleaning the house for me is a really important first step. It starts with making sure all the windows are open and scrubbing all the surfaces. And I use natural cleaners. I don't use cleaners with chemicals in them because I really believe that we should be leading more natural lives. I also go through things and get rid of anything that's past its prime, no longer serving a purpose for me. I might even rearrange some things. Honestly, I think that there is something to feng shui. I think I'm saying that right. I've never really looked into it all that much, but I do believe that there's a purpose behind that. Anyway, then I burn sage, which brings the energy back into balance. And then I burn incense and candles that smell good to me. Sometimes I put on good tunes and dance around. Either way, I make it fun and uplifting, and I imagine all the negativity leaving my house. The reason for doing this is the home is your external root chakra. Your root chakra is your foundation. It's your safety, your security, and when your root is off balance, it can affect everything. Imagine the foundation of anything. It's the strong base. If it isn't strong, it's going to crumble when anything is placed on top of it. So, I am able to recognize when my foundation is getting weak and in need of repair. Because I am piling so many new things on top of myself that I slip into the feeling of everything around me crumbling. Who can relate to that? I am big on energy and the chakras. We need to be in balance in order to be successful in any area of life. My husband and I even had a talk about being more in balance in our relationship this weekend. Even that felt off to both of us. We got into a negative spiral of finger pointing and blame, but the truth is that we both have things we need to work on. Relationships are two people, two-way street. I was out of balance and it was affecting every area of my life, not just the relationship, but the business, my health, everything. So, after cleaning and space clearing, I just let myself be. We binge watched the whole 2 seasons of Cobra Kai. Anybody seen that? It's basically the Karate Kid with all the same characters, but they're all grown up and they have families. Oh my gosh, I highly recommend that show. Anyway, I took a couple of naps this weekend. I discovered TikTok. There is a whole entire hashtag dedicated to moms of TikTok, women over 40. And guess what? I may just try it out. I think that I could be funny on TikTok and maybe even use it as a platform to spread positivity. Who knows? But I weeded part of the garden this weekend. I listened to a few podcasts that I like to listen to. And I just went with the flow of how I felt. I let myself feel all the feels, wrote down all the things I needed to accomplish, and then decided last night that I needed a good sleep. Normally this podcast comes out on Tuesday mornings, but I gave myself some grace with this and decided that since I didn't even know what my topic was going to be because I was in such a creative slump, I just let it go and trusted that when it came to me, I would find it and record it. And here we are. An episode of truth telling. I'm telling you all my deepest truths right now. Even the people in the world who seem to have it all together have moments of feeling overwhelmed and unsure of their next steps. Friends, you are not alone in the feeling of overwhelm. Many of you are mamas navigating the world of school starting. It's September. Getting back into that routine. Maybe you're moving or wanting to move. Maybe you're helping other people with issues and taking them on as your own. Spreading yourself too thin. Are you leaving any time for yourself? Next week, I'm going to be talking about people pleasing. Do you feel guilty for taking time for yourself? I can remember working full time and then coming home and making sure the kids had dinner and their homework done and baths and showers. And by the time they were in bed, I was too exhausted to even think of washing the dinner dishes, let alone actually doing anything for myself. And now that I don't have the traditional full-time job or the kids that I have to be doing things for, I have still seemed to manage to fill up every second of time with things that feel responsible. At times, that can take the fun out of it, but life is meant to be fun, and being in balance with yourself can help you to see the fun in each thing you need to do. This morning, I sat down with a blank page and wrote out all of the things that I want to accomplish this month. The key word there is want to. Success doesn't come from have-tos. You need to want it. Imagine if we're always thinking in terms of have to for everything we do. I have to make sure I hug my loved ones. I have to flirt with my partner. I have to do this work. I have to clean the house. How does that feel? The words have to have a negative energy, don't they? It makes you feel like it's a complete drag, and feeling like something is a drag makes it difficult to fit it in. Makes it difficult to want to do it. What if instead you approach everything in a playful, fun, I get to way? If you're in a long-term relationship, how can you spice it up and make it more fun? Think of ways that you used to be with your guy. If it's a job you just can't stand going to anymore, is there a way to make that fun? Is there something you want to save money for so you can view this job as a means to getting to the exciting goal that you have? If there's no way to feel good about the job, maybe it's time to consider finding a new one. The main purpose here is to make everything you do fun. What exciting new dinners can you prepare? How can you make homework time with the kids more fun instead of a drag and have-to-do-it task? There's no question about it. We have some things in our lives that really are must-dos, but there are also ways to make the must-dos fun-dos also. You just have to find the way. I'm running a challenge in my Facebook group so you can unleash your inner goddess. You will learn about the chakras and how they affect your energy, and also a few ways to unleash the goddess within you so that you can rise up and be who you are meant to be. A little breakdown of how the chakras work is this. If your foundation, like mine, the root chakra, is crumbling, the first thing to be affected by it is probably the sacral chakra. The sacral chakra is the seat of your creativity, and it's where you hold your emotions. So naturally, when my root chakra feels like it's crumbling, my creativity is going to come to a screeching stop, right? Then, if you don't take care of it, the solar plexus chakra is next. And that's your personal empowerment, your ability to set boundaries and really be there for yourself. Then, your heart chakra, that's your compassion for yourself and others. And after that, your throat, your voice, your expression. Keep your feelings bottled up and you don't stand up for yourself, then your intuition, your third eye can suffer. It's your ability to see the big picture. Finally, we have the crown chakra. That's the enlightenment, the whole of your being and your connection to the universal life force. If that's out of balance, depression can set in. Keeping all of the chakras in balance is important to your energetic being because when they are out of balance for too long, your physical body can take on diseases too. And what is the word disease if you really think about it? It's dis-ease, not in ease, not in flow. If your energy is not in flow, your body is not in flow. You can try all the metaphysical things out there. I get lots of questions about different stones for which chakra, and you can carry the stones, you can sage your house, you can meditate, you can light all the candles in the world. But if you don't take care of what's going on inside your mind and your heart, those things are only going to temporarily work for you. They will work, but your problems are going to come right back. In my challenge, we are going to touch on each one of the chakras, and you will walk away with some tangible steps to bring them into balance. It all happens in my Facebook group starting on September 18th. It's free to join, and there will be a giveaway to the person who participates the most. Click the link in the episode show notes, or click the link to my website to join in on the challenge. You won't want to miss this. Tune in next week to learn all about people-pleasing and how that affects your chakras and your energy. Talk to you soon. Thank you so much for joining me today. If you enjoyed this episode, please rate and review it and share with everyone you know who might benefit from it. I look forward to seeing everyone in our Facebook group, Inner Goddess Rising. Have a great week.